All right, guys. Thank you for joining me today, or tonight, rather. Sorry. Um, Welcome to the show. Again, thank you for hanging out with me tonight, and also thank you for listening to my opinion on the movie. Now, we're also going to talk about other things that happened in the last 24 hours, I guess, and it's just been a lot going on. So I want to get it covered while I still can, just because it seems like every day something is going on, something's happening. So why not talk about it? All right, guys. So again, hello. Also, thank you, Frank Bees. Uh, every people are saying like they can hear me, and one person saying they can't. Sorry for that. Let's see if we can adjust the mic. Actually, sorry. Adjust the mic. I'm all right on my end. Actually, sorry. I just listened to my. Again, I monitor myself, so it sounds good on my end. If the volume is low, guys, I do apologize. There's not much I can do about it. It's okay on my side, and like I said, I refer to my iPad and turn it up. Right, so all right, Sunset. So if you keep your inner thoughts quiet, you might be able to hear me. Other than that, like I said, I do apologize for that. I will take it up with Ecamm to see why my volume is low on some screens, sorry, or some computers, and why it's not on mine or others. So we will see. But everyone is saying it does sound good, and some people are saying better. So thank you for that. All right. So I am also looking at my sound monitor, and it seems to be fine. So if uh, if it's going in and out, sorry about that. Anyway, guys, Southern Bell teacher, why is your blood pressure up? I'm curious. Sounds good. All right, so let's get into. Oh shit. So let's get into the review of the movie. So hopefully, some of you guys who I sent the Reaper 10 millimeter, do me a favor, email me at angryprepper@gmail.com. So let's get into the uh, review of the movie. Now, I thought the movie was good. The movie was very entertaining. A little slow at some points. Obviously, I know some people have already seen the movie back in July, right, or August when it came out in the Belgian screen. When it came out for the in Belgium, that was back in July. People were able to watch it then, and then get it here somehow, and watch the movie early. So, you know, Blue Tintin, it's not out yet. It comes out in 2 days. It comes out Friday. So I'm only talking about certain aspects of it, not the whole thing. I am going to do a prepper movie critique on it, and then release that Friday. So give me 2 seconds. All right, sorry for that. Sorry about that. The screen was distracting me, so it had to be distracting you guys. But anyway, all right, Martin. Oh, Matthew, sorry. You said it was a good movie or a great movie. It was good. I got my kicks out of it. It had its a lot of high points. A lot of the meteor scenes were really good. So I thought it wasn't bad. So anyway, guys, the movie Greenland is just a movie about an asteroid or meteor or comet, sorry, that has a tail with debris that winds up entering our atmosphere. And during the course of the movie, the Earth, planet Earth, is getting struck, sorry, um, by the tail or the debris rather. I'm sorry. So with that, the population is now being selected. So I know at some point, I mean, we saw this in Deep Impact, and if I'm not mistaken, that was it. It was Deep Impact where we saw the whole selection of people. Oh, we also saw that in 2012 where they were selecting people as well. So in this movie, the selection process was interesting, but they actually stuck to, not like 2012 did. They actually stuck to the process of picking people that were going to. Sorry, they were picking people that were actually going to contribute to society or rebuilding a society, which I thought was very, very good. They didn't, like 2012, it was all rich people, which made sense, but nonetheless, a lot of those people couldn't contribute to society. They were actually picking people who did, and if you were sick, you weren't selected. I thought that was pretty cool. Keep in mind, I guess they don't want to waste their resources on sick people, especially when you're trying to rebuild society. So shelters were in Greenland. Fragments of the comet, sorry, were the size of anywhere between cars to football fields to um, a few miles long. And then the big one is the one that happens at the end. And the big one was extinction level event, which was interesting because they showed you what it looked like afterwards, what everything looked like afterwards. Uh, I'm not going to give away the ending on what happens or what happens to who, but whatever. You'll get to see it Friday. It comes out and you can pay for it. So, uh, you guys, put it like this, guys. It was way better than Songbird. Way better than Songbird. I mean, Songbird was okay. This was good in comparison. Was it the best movie I've ever seen? No, not at all. But it was really good and it was entertaining. And being that a lot of us are locked down home, not working, whatever it is, this is a very entertaining movie. So, there was a scene in the movie, obviously. This is where all preppers are like, and this is why you have a bug out bag. Right? So, there's a scene where they're trying to gather all their shit. They're scrambling all over the house. And I'm sitting there thinking, this is why you have a bug out bag. You have a bug out bag for that reason. So when you have to leave, you just grab the bag with your shit in it and go, and you're not scrambling all over the house for shit because you're only taking what's in that bag. Now, undoubtedly, when you get to wherever you have to get to, especially in a situation like that, you're probably going to wind up losing 90% of that shit because they told them, there was a point in the movie where they told them, take everything out of those bags and fit it into this. And then they were like, but there's two of us. Fit it into this. And that was it. The military guy wasn't having it. So they had to do that. I thought that was pretty cool. The no medical conditions allowed, like I said, I think that's interesting. And listen, if it was my shelter, I wouldn't do that. But I get why the military or the government agencies do that. It makes sense. The so the way they were notified. So people were notified about the selection process. And a lot of people got phone calls and text messages. And then they also, for whatever reason, it was on his TV screen. So I'm hoping, or not hoping, but I'm thinking he had a smart TV. And that's why I was able to do that. It was able to show up on just his TV screen. Um, so I thought that was pretty interesting. I was trying to figure out why it was on his TV screen. I'm sitting there like, well, what the fuck's going on? Why is this shit on his TV? And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. You know, it's a smart TV. That's the only conclusion I can come up with. But maybe there was something else. Gray man prepping. You know what? I don't know. I would like to think that they have those shelters there already made. I know during this whole 2012 thing, they were talking about building shelters in Greenland, but that was Greenland themselves building it and not the U.S. military. So, again, could they? Are they there? They might be. We don't know. I don't know, and I don't want to know. Because if you know that it's there, uh, you're more inclined to try to look for hope and go there and then die outside. So, no, thank you. Dragonfly. I rated the movie. I guess 1 out of 5. I would say about a 3.5. Like I said, it was good. It was entertaining. There was some long, winded scenes, like the scene where I'm not gonna tell you, but there was some long-winded scenes. And there was one in the beginning. I was just like, get the fuck out of there already, you know. But other than that, like I said, it was a decent movie. So there was something else that happened in the movie that I thought was interesting. Communications went to shit. Now it's unclear whether the military did it or just because the system got overloaded that the phone systems were slow. They weren't always down completely. They seemed to be running slow because I think they were overloaded. So I'm not sure. Um, I think that texting is the better. Not I think, but texting is the better way to go when the system's being overloaded like that, right? So we all know New Year's. If you ever been downtown to 42nd Street, you always get the busy signal, or your phone call won't go through, or you look at your phone and you look at the bars and you go, "Holy shit, I got one bar, but I'm in the middle of Times Square." Well, that's because everybody's on the system. Texting is a better communication when you're having a sluggish cell signal, right? If you have no cell signal, you're not even getting text out. But if you're having a sluggish cell signal on one cell, one bar, whatever it is, use the text messaging is the better way to go. You can also boost your signal with certain devices to boost your cell signal as well, and you can text through that. But those things are fairly expensive. Now, guys, if you have any questions, can you do me a favor and wait till a little later to ask the questions? I think tonight is going to be probably around the 45 minutes to 1 hour, like on the nose, because I got to start getting ready for work tomorrow morning because it's the snowstorm and I don't feel like digging my car out. So I'm probably going to go downstairs after this and dig my car out and then go to work in the morning. We'll see. All right, so again with the communication overload, the other thing is you can get yourself a portable like Bofang radio where you can communicate and or listen to communications. I would love to get a ham radio, love to get one, but I don't know what setup I need. And I know guys will give me like this, they'll show me a picture of their setup, and I'm like, great, what is it? You know, like what the hell am I looking at? So I would love to get a setup on it, and I have an app on my phone that I've been going over here and there on ham radio, so I'm trying to get into that because this movie gave me, well, not gave me, inspired me a little more to want to learn ham radio operations. But we have to wait and see, right? So again, guys, the way the movie was done, I thought it was good. It listen, it could have been better. All movies could be better. Um, you don't look at these kind of movies and think to yourself, well, man, that was some shitty ass acting there. You don't look at those movies for that. You look at movies like that for entertainment purposes, entertainment value. But when it comes to end of the world movies like that, you can't, nitpick it for yourself. Well, I wouldn't have done that. Oh, that was an interesting idea. Like Light of My Life. I am gonna do another prepper movie critique on that. I had did it right before my original channel was deleted. Light of My Life with Casey Affleck. That was a good movie. That was a good, realistic as it can get, survival movie. It was almost, and I hate to say it, it was almost like The Road, but with a little girl. The apocalypse or the shit hits the fan scenario is a little different in this, but there's a couple of things that he does that's phenomenal. And then when I watched the movie, I was like, "Oh wow, that was a good idea." You know, uh, they came up with a game plan on how to get out of the houses they were staying in overnight. So they wanted comfort every now and again. They stayed in the house, and he had a game plan on how to get out of the house. And then they put a backup bug out bag. It looked like quarter mile, half a mile away from the house in the woods, stashed. And if it got hot, they would leave their shit behind and get the backup bag. I thought that was clever. So I am going to do a prepper movie critique on Light of My Life. If you guys haven't seen it, you should. It's a very good movie. Again, it's a little on the nose with The Road, but there isn't as much sadness, if you will. So a movie you should definitely take a gander at. So, all right, let's see, guys. We are at 440 people viewing. If you do not mind, if you haven't already, hit the like button or the thumbs down, whatever makes you happy. If there was a middle finger button, you guys can press that too. but there's not. So, you know, hit one or the other, right? TM, right? Casey Affleck is a very good actor. He blows his brother out of the water like any given day of the week. He is really good. I do enjoy his acting. Uh, you know, because of he fine tunes his acting skills. That's just what he does. It's who he is. Again, better than his brother. All right, guys. So now Greenland, watching the movie, thinking about could this really happen? Yes. Right now, obviously, for some reason, um, I will check out your EMP series as soon as I'm done with this. So do me a favor, just email me so you can remind me because I'll probably get off of this and then start cooking or some shit and forget about it. So send me the email to your EMP series. That would be greatly appreciated. All right, so guys, so could something like this happen? Absolutely. If something like this did happen, if there was something this bad, um, the chances of us surviving without a deep bunker like that is nil. Unless you know somebody or you have a spot, it really doesn't matter what you do at that point. There was another movie, I think it was Australian, where a meteor hit on the opposite side, and it took 12 hours or 8 hours or something like that for the ash and the heated gases to reach them to engulf the entire planet. That was a good movie, but I forgot the name of it. Um, and in that case, a lot of people they just they were comfortable with dying, or at least they had to come to grips with dying. And in that extreme case, you just have to come to grips with dying. You know, I mean, there's not much you can do, right? Your preps are not going to save you, and if you have a bunker, you better hope your bunker's a few 100 feet underground, if not 1,000, right? Right. Someone just said Apophis or Apophis, sorry, is a distraction. Yeah, I think Apophis is just it's not what you call it, like a real concern, but for some reason they keep talking about it. So I don't know if they're gearing us up for something else, or this is just actually something they're amazed with. I don't know. I don't know why they keep talking about this meteor that's not going to hit us. That's a little bit on the nose. Frank Beast, they should have a spam button because I'm 1,000% sure if there was a spam button, everyone here would be hitting it tonight. Every chance they get, right? So someone, who was it? Autumn's Backyard Garden sent me a picture on Instagram, YouTube of spam. The worst part about that spam was it was sodium less, right? 25% less sodium. Ugh. And like, in what world would anybody eat sodium less anything, let alone sodium less spam? So spam was already disgusting. Now you got no sodium, if you will, spam. That's fucking horrible. Ugh. So, all right, guys. Again, something like that. Maybe this is why a lot of people are building bunkers. Who knows? I don't know why. You know, their bunker sales, by the way, are gone skyrocket. So I don't know if it's because of this talk of this asteroid that bunker sales have gone up, but these guys who sell these underground bunkers, they're fucking making a shitload of money doing so. I think people are putting in their last dollars. What about Nibiru, right? I can never say that one right. But I don't know about that one, man. At that planet, supposedly, this planet is a giant iron ferrite planet. People keep saying it would have hit behind the sun, but it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's in comparison to the sun about the size of the sun. And hiding behind the sun, it is not likely. I just don't believe. Like, at first, I thought, okay, this is cool. There's obviously a planet out there like it because they said that there has been recorded iron ferrite gases in space, which was detected in the 70s, I think. So if it was detected in the 70s and this planet wasn't there, that means the planet had to move on hundreds of years ago, but it still left a trail of iron ferrite behind, which means that the planet had to be bigger than the sun for it to leave its gases behind for hundreds of thousands of years ago after being in that spot. So anyway, again, that's what I've read about the possibility of this planet. Um, Right, and that's what I heard. It has its own planet and sun and its own solar system, and it's moving around. I don't know. I mean, listen. Lately in space, they've just been finding a lot of oddball shit. So who the hell knows? You never know these days. You never know what the hell they're finding in space or not finding in space. So you know. Anyway, guys. So moving along, I also wanted to touch on a couple other things. So today they had somebody take an Alaskan health worker, don't know if it was a nurse or doctor, took the COVID vaccine and had allergic reaction within minutes. Now, allergic reactions are to be expected with vaccines, but not within minutes and not to the point where they're reporting it on the news. And so the person took epinephrine and then they were fine. So they said. Um, so the allergic reaction with this one, and this was like one out of a few hundred that they gave. The the allergic reaction is just a bit strange. In minutes. So what are they putting in there? Fish scale, or something from a fish? Who knows? All right, sorry, I was just reading something. Yeah, Prepper 21. I definitely got to shovel. I got to shovel my car out. That's for sure. All right, guys. So again, I'm not gonna beat the vaccine up anymore. I think I beat it up enough. But the allergic reaction thing happened today, so I'm just talking about it now. I'm not gonna do a whole video on it. I might mention in one of my, you know, videos down the line. But all right, that's pretty bad. And that was one out of a couple hundred. I don't know how many people took it. I think they said 300 people took it, and this guy broke out. The Bell's palsy thing. Here's the problem with the Bell's palsy, and the more I do research on it now, to be fair, Bell's palsy is a shitty reaction to have to a vaccine. I don't know any vaccine that's given anyone Bell's palsy, but only 4 people out of 34,000 have had Bell's palsy. That's not an alarming rate, but there's a huge but. Who knows if that 4 is even the right number? What if the number's 8 or 16? We don't know, because these people lie about their information. They lie about their data. So it's hard to believe anything they say. But some things you have to take with a grain of salt, because we could be here, till we're blue in the face thinking about this vaccine. All right, sorry about that. My internet, for some reason, lowered its, how you say, low the connection. So I'm gonna close out of a couple apps. See if that helps. So anyway, guys, um, with these bad side effects to the vaccine, there seems to be more and more. So we have to wait and see how bad this gets. So anyway, guys. All right, so I'm still fine. Listening to my audio again. Yeah, Patriot sandwich. I don't care. I'll say the word. You know what it is, guys? Here's the problem with the restriction of speech and being scared to say some shit. I'm about to go on one of my rants, but fuck that shit. These are the fucking people that want us to sit there and start using code and saying other words, because then we can't say shit, and we'll start throwing up hand signs and shit because we can't say vaccine or COVID or any of that shit because we're scared we might get shut down or demonetized. Fuck demonetization. If they demonetize me, they fucking demonetize me. They can kiss my fucking dick. It's enough already with the with the, oh, I can't say that on my channel. I might get shut down. You're not getting shut down for I know how many videos I've said vaccine in. And you know, I mean, yes, tomorrow they could shut my shit down. So fucking be it. But it is what it is. Part of fucking free speech, guys, is having fucking balls and saying what the fuck you want to say, and not having these fucking communist kooks tell us what we can and can't say. Fuck them. It's people. You have a YouTube channel, guys. Grow a pair of fucking balls and say what needs to be said. Because too many fucking YouTubers now are like, oh, I can't say this word and I can't say that, and God forbid I say Patriot or America, because soon, guys, it'll come down to fucking saying, I live in America, and they'll shut your channel off. Fuck them. Enough already with the bullshit. It's just fucking up to here with the fucking coded languages and shit. Anyway, guys, sorry about that. That was just a quick rant. Moving along, um, the Pfizer, the president of Pfizer is not taking a vaccine. His reasoning for not taking a vaccine is because, if I'm not mistaken, he doesn't want to jump the line. It's your company, it's your product. You should be taking it to show everyone else how safe it is. Better yet, has anybody ever known a chef to cook some shit and never taste it or try it? Well, guess what, fucko? You're the chef. You made this. You should be injecting the shit in your arm and fucking telling us what it is. You know? And let's see if you get Bell's palsy or a sad looking face, whatever the fuck it is, you know? But that's where, that's where I heard him. I was like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Now, CS Prepper had a good video on it, and she brought it to my attention, and I Googled it, and I saw it, and I saw his reasoning. And in the video, his reasoning was even worse. It was the skipping in line shit. But when he's talking, if you listen to his speech pattern, he is unsure of himself. His speech pattern wasn't that of someone that was confident. Like, even the most confident motherfucker in this planet is like, he'll sound confident and be like, man, that's a fucking good, smart dude. I'm going to take the vaccine. But he didn't sound confident. So he doesn't believe in his own fucking vaccine. There you go. So fuck that dude. And, let him take the vaccine first. If he doesn't take the vaccine, fuck him. How come none of these politicians are taking it? How come the mayor of New York City hasn't taken it? If you are leading this city, you should be sitting in that chair first, taking the first injection. Right? You want to lead by example? Get Bell's palsy like the rest of us then. And fucking sit in that chair and inject the shit in your arm. But they're not going to do that. They are not going to sit there and take the vaccine. Kamala Harris and Biden hasn't taken it yet. Right? The so-called president-elect and vice president-elect hasn't taken the vaccine yet. Right? Now, I'm pretty sure after this video will get deleted. But whatever, man. Fuck them. Fuck them in the ass. That's why I have two other fucking sources that you guys can go to. So I do implore you guys to head over to Rumble or BitChute, which are both a pain in the fucking ass. But nonetheless, there are other channels that I'm putting my videos on because, YouTube are being a bunch of Hitler dick faces. So, the other thing, we're going to talk about something else. Listen, guys. Okay, so now, this is why, part of the reason why I went off my rant. I'm in the supermarket today. I'm in Fairway. I'm shopping. I'm wearing a mask, right? Because you want to, go in the store and feed your family. You got to put a mask on, right? So anyway, I go in the mask. I'm playing around with it. And then I go to get those plastic bags that you get, that you put produce in. Those fucking plastic bags that you need the jaws of fucking life to open because they never fucking open the way you want them to. If you open it too hard, rips in half. Those bags. So now I'm sitting there, I'm licking my fingers and I'm trying to get the bag open and I get it open. So I look over and this lady is staring at me and I have my headphones in. I have my headphones on and the lady's going like this. And I look at her and I just ignore her. And then I, continue to do what I'm doing. But I can hear her. I'm not being rude. I'm this and that, but put your mask on. So I just completely ignore her. So anyway, I continue to go shopping. I go around the other side. I'm picking apples. I'm doing it, not picking apples. I'm grabbing apples, sorry. And I go to pick the bag up and I'm doing it again. And she says something. And I look and I just let it go. Again, I'm like, fuck it. So I go around the store. I go over to the soup section. Now I'm looking at the soup section. Now I'm standing in front. I pull my mask down and I start to do this. She's like, put your mask on. I'm like, yo, mind your fucking business, lady. And she was like, she goes, you mind your business. I go, asshole. I said, no one's fucking talking. That's not how it fucking works, you fucking complete bag of shit moron. She's like, you're going to get someone sick. I'm like, how the fuck am I going to get someone sick if you got a mask on, you fucking complete dope? She's like, she said something to the fact that, oh, I'm pretty sure you're working here and you should be wearing a mask. And I go, you think I work here? And I'm like, so now I get upset. Now, I'm not upset about the mask thing because I knew that was going to happen. Someone was going to yell at me at some point. Southern Belle teacher, she wasn't following me. She was just there. She was like a fucking gnat. You know, like fucking you whack it away, you try to move out of the way and it's there again. This is what this bitch is being. Anyway, so then I get upset. I'm like, wait, I work here. Why? Because I'm black, you racist piece of shit. And she was like, and then she goes, she turns around and walks away. Now, every person in that store, well, and hate to pull the race card on this one, but every white person in that store are usually liberals, right? So they're the liberal people that love black lives and they clap hands and they give us $5 for just being a Negro. Those white people, right? And this lady and everybody in that fucking store thinks I work there. Yet I have no apparel that says Fairway on. I had a 511 shirt on. And I had a fucking mask that was just like a bandana. It wasn't even a mask, right? So I'm like, and as I'm walking through the store, I'm like, these motherfuckers, they all think I work here because I'm black. It's just the way it is. One lady was like, oh, do you work here? I go, do I fucking look like I work here? Now, I snapped at her because of the lady before. So I do apologize for snapping at that lady. But nonetheless, this is the hypocrisy of these assholes here in New York City. The hypocrisy is insane. I don't fucking get it. I don't understand why they sit there and want to clap their hand on Black Lives. Yes, yes, Black Lives. I love chocolate people. Oh my God. And then turn around and do this bullshit. That's the shit that pisses me off because they're fucking hypocrites. But anyway, guys. Yes, I guess I was being profiled, whatever it was. It doesn't matter. But every time I walk in there, I work for. Next time I'm gonna walk in there, and if someone asks me, someone says something about wearing a mask and working there, and I go, I'm gonna tell your manager. I'm like, please don't tell my manager. And then if they go, well, what's your name? My name is Juan Gomez. My manager's name is Rick. He's over there, and then just disappear. And then have the manager come over to me and go, that dude doesn't work here, and then make her look like an asshole. That's my idea right now. And that wasn't my idea. It was my wife's idea. She said to fucking next time play these people, play them along and then make them look stupid. Good idea from the wife. But yeah, Ben Affleck. I guess I am. That's the other thing too. Here's the other problem, guys. Everyone seems to okay. So let me make one excuse for these fucking assholes. Just one. So I do walk around with my phone, and in Fairway you can use your phone to scan each item, and then you can pay for all the items on your phone, so you don't have to wait on that ridiculously long line, right? So I scan all the food, so they think I'm the not DoorDash. What's the name of those people? There's another service that does it. Instacart. So Instacart here in New York City, you see the workers scanning the food and putting it in the cart. I'm doing the same thing, except for when I'm done, I go to the line where there's never a fucking person there. It's the self-checkout app line. No one's ever there. And I go there, and I check out, and I'm out of the fucking store. So when I look at the last person, actually, the first person on the line next to the register, by the time I look at that person, I'm already checked out my shit and I'm gone. Gone. So no one ever uses that feature. Don't know why. So I guess they think I'm an Instacart employee and that's why she thought I worked there. But fuck her. Next time I'm telling everybody my fucking name is, Jorge or some shit like that and see where that goes. These motherfuckers. Anyway. So back to what we were talking about, which was everything pretty much. But thank you guys. Instacart. So a new strain has popped up. Now, before I go any further about the new strain, let me start out by saying we knew that was going to happen. We knew a new strain was going to pop up, but this strain seems to be less deadlier. So meaning people are getting sick, and it's spreading faster. So people are getting sick, it is spreading faster, but less people are dying. So that being said, that's not too bad. Now, they're not too worried about the strain, but they're also saying that the vaccine should still work. Again, with the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, they think it should work. If this is a new strain that's causing them concern, then there should be concern for the vaccine not working. But instead, the first, like, I don't know, maybe 8 lines in, they were like, "Oh, the vaccine shouldn't be affected by this one." Really, right? Uh, D. Barber, you're right. The minks did warn us all, right? But the minks one wasn't that bad either. It was a different strain that was spreading pretty fast. Um, Juan Gomez. That will be the special guest next time, guys. Next time. All right. So, um, again, with the new strain, they're saying, and that's the health officials in the UK. The virus right now, the new strain is in South Wales. That's, I guess, it's South England, if you will, and they're just seeing it spread really fast. That's about it right now. As far as dying goes, they're not seeing any deaths or any significant number of deaths. That is. Um, so listen, we need to stay abreast to all of these stupid strain outbreaks that are happening. We got to keep we got to keep abreast of the situations that are happening. Whether they actually wind up killing more people or not, we should just see how it goes. Todd Hitchcock. Greenland comes out Friday. Digitally, that is, right? The 19th. Thank you, SC Prepper. Comes out on the 19th. So you stay tuned to that. But it was like I said before, if you missed it, it was a decent movie's worth to watch. Um, so keep that in mind. And guess what, guys? Thank you for that one. Coon Yankee Company. Thank you for that one. The flu seemed to have disappeared, guys. There's no flu. Flu's gone. It doesn't exist anymore. So no one's coming down with the flu. Everyone who has flu-like symptoms now is coming down with COVID. Just a little strange, if you ask me. I think it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit that the flu disappeared and everyone who's getting tested is coming down with COVID. But whatever. It is what it is, guys. Um, Now, the new strain again is it. I'm not concerned. So I don't think anyone should be. But again, if you guys research it, just stay abreast to what it's doing, because we undoubtedly are going to have another mutated one, and some seem to think that the mutated one might be worse. Now, from what I've read and from what scientists have said, almost always when there's a mutation, that means it's getting weaker. It usually gets weaker, right? It's sort of like copying yourself, right? After a while, you copy yourself, you become stupider or retarded or whatever it is because you copied yourself so many times. Multiplicity with Michael Keaton. Remember, there was a stupid one because he copied himself too many times, right? So you can't copy a copy of a copy because, right? So if this virus is doing that, it's copying itself, it at some point is going to die off. Um, Brian, if spam cured COVID, guess who's dying of COVID tomorrow, right? Just letting you know. I'm not going to be that guy. I would almost rather die than eat spam. Okay, maybe not that drastic, but I'm definitely not. Has anybody ever fucking seen spam? I don't even know why so many people are fascinated with this shit. Spam looks like gelatinous meat. It's like pink shit. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know why people are so fascinated with it. You look at spam up close, you're like, this looks like shit, and then you eat it. Ugh, disgusting, guys. I don't know how on what planet that shit, pink shit, looks good. I really don't. But that's for another time. All right? Yeah, Papa Prepper, right? It's disgusting. Thank you. It's really disgusting. You know, who would? I love fried spam. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about the ranting tonight. Just that guy. You know what it is too? It's the 10 o'clock coffee. It's probably what it is. But we'll see if it wears off. If it doesn't. Spam is official meat of Hawaii. Yeah, our flat. I know, and I know why too. I read the history on spam because I don't know what the fuck I was looking at, but they were talking about spam, and I was like, this is interesting. So I had to watch it. Right, the food I hate, I want to know where it comes from so I could fucking kill it. That was the idea of watching it, but it was an interesting story. It was, with the whole military and shit like that. I thought it was pretty cool that the meat could be kept around for a long time because nothing on this planet could kill it. Not even a fucking asteroid, right? So I just thought that was pretty interesting. freaking salty, right? Big Tex, very very salty. So here's the other thing. Again, New York City is shutting down now. Yesterday, the mayor said this. Today, I started thinking, well, if the COVID spike is that bad, right? No, Brian, I don't like Scrapple. I never even seen Scrapple. I've heard of it, I've never seen it. And judging by the way you brought that question up, I don't think I ever want to know what Scrapple is. New York City is shutting down. So the mayor was talking about shutting down the city after Christmas. And I thought that was interesting, considering sorry guys, considering that if it was that bad, you'd be looking to shut the city down now, like England is. England's going to shut their city down before um, before Christmas, which fucks everybody over there. So the mayor is trying to do the right thing. I mean, listen, the mayor, doesn't matter what he. If the mayor jumped in front of a bus for a kid, I'd still blame the situation on the mayor. Right? That's how much I hate him. But he's trying to keep the city open till after Christmas, allowing the COVID to spike more, if that makes any sense, and then he'll shut it down. So it's like December 26th, he might shut it down, and then try to reopen it for New Year's Eve, and then shut it down after New Year's. Oh, so with the city shutting down, this snowstorm right now is a kick in the dick to a lot of the outdoor eating places, because they were told. Now I didn't see any of them do it, at least not today. I didn't see not one of those outdoor indoor places break down their stuff. So they didn't break down anything. They was told they were supposed to, but they didn't. They didn't break it down. So James, I trained in Blackwater. I was not a Blackwater operator, not at all. To be a Blackwater operator, you had to, and not just be a Navy SEAL or Special Forces, you had to have a hook. I knew a Virginia fireman who was an operator, and that was because his wife worked at Blackwater at Black Bear Inn, which is the lodge, if you will, that was on the land in Moyock, North Carolina. So anyway, back to the what you call. So now these people are being fined, are going to probably be fined for not moving it, right? So it's a bit it's a bit of a kick in the dick to these owners now, because now the indoor dining is closed. Now they're telling them to break down their outdoor eating places so that they can plow the snow or shovel snow right. So these people are taking a beating, and now what do they need to do? Nose picking. Thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for the donation. Merry Christmas to you too. I don't know, guys. I just don't understand like the ideology. So now here's a new thing. That's what I didn't write this down. It just popped into my head. I'm gonna do a video on it, but they look like, guys, they're trying to force you to take this vaccination and or tell you what you're doing in your home by the last 3 news reports they have brought up, and a study. I have a link to the study. I'll put it up in the screen in a little bit. They have a link. There's a link to the study saying that COVID cases, the majority of COVID cases, are from homes. That the homes are the petri dishes where COVID is growing, right? So if that's the case, they're looking to come into our homes now, or tell us what we can and can't do. So that's an issue. That's a big issue, because reading the article, they go, well, you know what? The gyms is 0.06% of infection rate. Outdoor eating is, or gatherings, are 1.8% of infections, and then home jumped up to like 76%. Well, obviously, asshole, you're going to have fucking people sick in their home if you're telling them they have COVID and they have to go home and stay home. Where the fuck is COVID gonna live? Outside? Right? Excuse me, COVID. Could you please step outside so that you don't infect my home? This is the insanity of fucking the politicians, these doctors and these liberal scientists. These people are trying to now tell us that a home is COVID uh, enriched. Obviously, it's going to be COVID enriched if you're fucking sick and you gotta stay home. What other Where else is COVID going to be? That was the stupidest report I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like it. So it seems like they're making a reach for the home. And that's all I'm going to say. But keep that in mind, guys, when you start seeing news reports in your area talk about, well, COVID seems to be taking a hold in homes. Well, no shit, dick face, right? So keep that in mind. And yes, mental health. Thank you for bringing it up, Juliana. Uh, Mental health, guys. People are starting to crack. I see a lot of people saying they can't handle this bullshit. Fauci just said today, that tell your kids that they can't come home. Now Fauci is telling, and people say he's advising, but he's actually telling you that you can't have family members come home. Tell your kids not to come home because they could have COVID. Could, right? Tell your kids not to come home because you don't want to get sick and die. Now they're telling us who we can and can't have come over. This is an overreach of power, tenfold. Exactly, Prepper Nation. Fuck Fauci. That little fucking midget. That motherfucker should have been Lord of the Rings. He looks like a fucking hobbit. But anyway, um, him and his back and forth bullshit. He's dropped the ball on this so many times. They let that little motherfucker fucking throw a ball at a baseball game. Fuck him, a little fucking freak, right? Mary Smith, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. I mean, listen, the guy screwed up the whole AIDS epidemic, and then now he's fucking us up. Now he's telling us, oh, well, uh, don't have any people over. Don't go over. Don't travel here. Don't do this. Don't scratch your asshole this way because you might get COVID. The guy's all over the place. Fuck this dude and his fucking, his bullshit. The guy's a complete and utter jerk off. Um, right? And right, he's not, thank you, he's not a virologist. I'm pretty sure he's a fake too. Um, Whatever, man. I just, it's enough with these guys acting like they know what they're talking about when they should say, yo, um, you know, I fucked up and I got it wrong. I wish they would come down with it. Klinger, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Right? So, I mean, whatever, guys. It's easier to say I fucked up and we got this wrong than sit there and switch your stance 8 different times. Because now not only do you look like a liar, you look like an incompetent liar. And then you look like someone who we really can't trust. You can't trust Fauci in anything he says. Can't trust any of these liberal doctors and scientists say. Because they switched gears so many times with saying. So, so anyway, guys, sorry. Trying to bring something up. Oh, the link. Oh, and that was the other thing about that was the other thing, guys. Pregnant women, and now they're saying people with allergic reactions to certain foods can't fucking take the vaccine. So now we're all over the place, you know? But how do you handle? All right, thank you, Prepper Nation. How should we handle a 19-year-old demanding we mask up in a store? Does the Okay? My question to you then is: does the 19-year-old work in the store? Because if he works in the store, then he's just following what his manager or his boss told him. But if he is like a 19-year-old little asshole, you know, spank him and then send him about his way. Take your belt off and spank the kid. Fuck him. Nobody listen. If the store tells you to wear the mask, wear the fucking mask. If the store, and if you don't want to wear the mask, leave. That's the only two options you got when it comes to certain stores. Unfortunately, here in New York City, we don't have that option. A lot of places want you to wear a mask, and some places don't care. I've gone to a couple stores and they just didn't give a fuck. They weren't interested in me wearing a mask, just as long as I had something on me or around me. A guy in the supermarket the other day was like, "Where's your mask?" I'm like, "It's in my hand." He's like, "Put it on." I'm like, "I'm drinking coffee. Want me to drink coffee through my fucking mask?" And the guy was like, he just stared at me and he goes, "Okay," and then walked away. Listen, guys, um, people are going to start, like I said before, my one of my videos, people are going to start becoming more brazen to saying shit to you. Fuck these people, really. I understand why some people are getting their asses handed to them. I wholeheartedly understand. Am I going to start handing out ass whippings? No. But if you get in my face like the lady did and follow me, well, she wasn't following me around. We just so happened to be in the same area of the supermarket. But, had she went hands on with me, I don't think I would have smacked her around. I definitely would have fucking, yelled rape or some shit, and then had her arrested. But I wouldn't hit her because she was an old lady too. She had to be like, 150 years old or some shit like that. But you don't hit old people. You let them bitch and moan. But when she started the whole "oh you work here" bullshit, that pissed me off. That's when I had enough of her shit. It is what it is, guys. Right, guys. So if you are allergic to the vaccine, or you can become allergic to the vaccine, right? Make sure your doctor knows that you're allergic to certain things and you can't get the vaccine. If you absolutely have to. If you have to. Now, if you are allergic, um, if they're going to give you a titer test to see what you're allergic to, you better say, you better give me a titer test for fucking COVID, because I could be fucking immune to that before taking the vaccine. But they're not going to do that. 454 Tiger, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Listen, guys, this people being brazen bullshit is fucking enough. And people should just mind their business. I mean, exactly, Samantha, right? Do you and fucking bounce. Stop getting in people's faces and acting like you're gonna save humanity by telling one person to put his mask on. You know, like it doesn't work that way. Um, Prepper Book Club. Yes, we are all allergic to stupidity. It's just becoming a lot. With the stupidness. I've never seen so many stupid people. I've never seen so many people willing to be stupid. You got some smart people who are falling apart and just becoming dumb. There's like that stupid blank look in their face because they're hoping someone leads them to fucking, Nirvana or the vaccine or whatever it is. And when in cases they do their research on half the shit that's out there or going on, they'll be like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. See, so nothing about the vaccine makes sense. Um, and TJ Preps, I think she's on here. I saw her name a couple times. She did a good video about cyborgs, right? Super soldiers. Um, and that's been in the talk for a while. So it's not new, but the video she did on it was pretty square, man. It was really good. And obviously, guys, that's coming. That's not something that we can stop. We cannot stop that. There's no amount of crying and protesting and fucking that's going to stop that. When that comes, it's going to come, and hopefully, it doesn't turn into a Terminator situation. That's all I can say. James, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. Guys, so again, with all of the things that are going on, um, you know, I got a video coming out tomorrow, and I think a lot of you are not going to like it. Now, the video is not fair. All I'm going to say about the video is it's not fear mongering. It's being realistic as to what's going to happen next year. Next year is not going to get better all of a sudden. I said this before. We are not going to all of a sudden become a better world from one day to the next. Doesn't work that way. So my next video tomorrow morning, you guys will see it. If you watch it, it sounds morbid, but it's not morbid. It's preparing the mind for the ill shit that's coming. So, and the best way I can describe it is military men, firemen, cops, EMTs, doctors. We all train for the bad shit. We train for it. We train and we get ready for it. We get ready to see burnt bodies. Doctors get ready to cut up a kid to get a bullet or to save his life. Cops, they see some gruesome shit, right? And the military guys, they train to get into that action, whatever it is, right? Special forces guys, they train to get into that shit. But to get into that shit, to get into that mindset, you have to know about the bad shit. You have to be ready for the bad shit. And once you're ready for the bad shit and you know about the bad shit, you can tackle it when it comes. If that makes sense. K Mary, thank you for the donation. Yeah, thank you, K Mary, for that one. And that's probably right. Heroin has fewer side effects than the vaccine. Come visit Oregon, I guess. Wait, come visit Oregon for the vaccine or the heroin? Confused. But listen, guys, the shit that's coming, like I said before, that's what we have to mentally prepare for. Thank you, Jesus will rise, right? And be mentally tough, guys. For those of you who are, who are into Jesus, Bible thumpers, whatever you want to call it. For those of you guys that are in it, that's going to be your saving grace, if you will. I don't want. I mean, I'm not going to get religious, but that's a good mental health for a lot of people. I'm not saying everyone. I'm saying a lot of people. But for those of us who ride the middle, whether you're agnostic or you're agnostic, ride the middle. Um, you just gotta like look for the brighter side of things. Know that the bad shit is coming, but look at the brighter side of shit. There's always a brighter side of something. So, guys, this I will not comply. This hashtag I will not comply seems to be catching on. I'm seeing it more and more. I'm seeing people print out shirts now that say hashtag I will not comply. That is exactly where we need to stand. You know, uh, on the win, you're a Quran thumper. Very good, right? And it's all the same, man. It's all the same, guys. Whether you read the Bible, the Torah, or the Quran, in the end, it's all the same because we are all headed to the same fight. It's not like the fight's gonna stop because you're holding a Bible or a Quran in front of you, and then people are gonna be like, "Oh well, the evil's not gonna stop," and be like, "Well, we can't do anything with these two. Let's go over to the Jew." Don't work that way. In the end, guys, we are all in for the same fight. It's just how you prepare for it and how you approach it and how you tackle it, which matters. Kevin Grip, man, thank you for the $10, the super chat. Sorry, I'm reading. Was shining my pennies. Okay, that's a good one. Thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. Um, guys, listen. The cancel Christmas bullshit is out. Fuck them. Cancel New Year's. I mean, some people really don't really celebrate it, and some people do. Whatever. So I mean, whatever it is, guys. Um, don't let them cancel your shit. So a quick side note before I end this. There was a bunch of restaurant owners that met downtown 2 days ago. They were trying to protest against the closures of their restaurants. But the problem with these restaurant people here in New York City is that they're pussies. Bottom line. They don't know how to fucking protest. They were like, please, let's keep us open with their little signs and their meek voices, and they're like, I want to feed my family. They just sounded really pathetic and it was bad. And you know what, if I was there, I would have thrown money at them because I felt bad for them. But you got to bring it. If you want to fucking survive in this country, you got to bring your protest. You can't sit there with your stupid signs going, oh man, please keep us open. Please, sir, can I keep making money? I'm like, yo, it don't work. Like, exactly, Frank Beast. No balls. Zero. These motherfuckers need to bring it. If you want to fucking survive in the city, in this world, you got to bring it. We watched people protest with the Black Lives Matter, and they were heard. Whether you agree with them or not, they were heard around the world. Well, guess what, guys? If you want to fight the system, you want to fight the machine, and you want to break the machine, you got to fight hard, tooth and nail. That's the bottom line. All right, guys. So before I go off the air, two things. Hutch Homestead threw down a challenge, a bug out bag challenge, and I'm actually going to one up him and do it Friday night and a Saturday with my bug out bag in the cold, right? So now we're really bugging. I'm really bugging out here. So hopefully my nuts don't stick to my legs during this venture, and I get to post a video. But I will be posting that video probably Monday or Tuesday. Um, Come 2021, the the bug out series and the water project will be going in full effect. I will be focusing more on prepping. I will be talking about the political bullshit that's going on as well, and anything that affects prepping. But I'm going to go in a high gear with prepping shit because we got to get back to it. Because I think there's a fight coming, and we, as preppers, need to be prepared as much as we possibly can. If that makes any sense. Um, yeah, guys. So listen, I know some of you like with the cursing and the way I say shit. I should put a warning in the beginning of the videos, especially when I'm feeling it. And tonight I was feeling it, but I didn't think I was gonna fucking go off the handle, but I did. But I am definitely I might start putting warnings just to give everyone a heads up. But anyway, guys, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out. I appreciate the donations. I appreciate my. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Thank you, prepping outside the box, man. Um, you know, I saw his name and I just thought about something. So let's do this. We try to make this a weekly, not a weekly, but every time I live stream. Now I will no longer do this when I'm live streaming with a guest because I think it takes away from the talking with the guest. So I won't do that anymore. But let's get it started. For the 600 people that are on, these are the channels I would like you guys to like and subscribe. Again, NY Prepper, Prepper Now, Prepper 101, Prepper 21, SC Prepper, Prepping Outside the Box, Financial Prepper, Be Ready Today, Me Being Cheap, love that name, TJ Preps, who's doing an awesome job with her live streams. It seems like she's become uh, technology savvy. Like she's really good with the technology. She's gotten better at it at least. Prepper Nation, who's an awesome dude. You guys gotta visit his fucking channel. Him and his donations and stuff. It's cool. By the way, I am donating last month's um, donations for the burn center next week. So next week I'll video screen myself, donating money so that you guys see where it's going. So that's gonna happen next week for the burn center. This month, in my next live stream by myself, I'll pick a charity that we should look into. I wanted to do Toys for Tots, but it was too late for that. So next year, I promise, if I'm still here, if YouTube hasn't assassinated me and put a bullet in the back of my head, we'll do it next year. Pinball preparedness, that's my favorite old man. Magic Prepper, North Shore preparedness, Grim Survival. Guys, Grim Survival I like. There's something about him I like. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know if it's the hat or it's the way he goes about presenting it, but he's pretty cool. Southern Boy Prepper, Alaska Prepper, obviously you guys know who he is. Prepping for Life, who used to be Andrew Julian Prepping for Life. Prepper Nurse One, Alaskan Ballistic, who I'm trying to get on this show. Hutch Homestead, the guy who challenged me or challenged a lot of YouTube channels to a overnight bug out bag challenge. Prepper Princess, Prepper Tribe, Southern Safety. Guys, Southern Safety is a good channel. He didn't go with any prepper name, and Southern Safety is pretty cool. It's a very good channel. Again, another old man. Old people are great to listen to because they've been there and done that. So do me a favor. Listen to the old people because they know better. I'm pretty sure at some point, Pinball's going to be like, you better knock it the fuck off. And then I'll listen to him. But until then, I just like Pinball Preparedness and his channel. Prepper Tribe, Fateful Prepper. She was on here earlier. She was floating around here somewhere. Autumn Backyard Garden and Southern Prepper Perspective, who I need to have on the show. And MD Creekmore. That's another one. I like his books, man. I thumbed through some of them online. I like MD Creekmore's books, man. They're spot on. So these are channels. And Rip Curl. Rip Curl, I'm supposed to be interviewing him soon. Shane Hobel from, Mountain Scout Survival was supposed to interview him tonight, but because of the storm and he was actually going to do it in a pavilion on his land, I thought that was a bad idea. Just in case something happened, it was just a bad idea for him to do it. So he's going to be on hopefully the later this month or next year, if you will. So, guys, for all the channels I just mentioned, do me a favor. Please head over to their channel, like and subscribe to their channel. Ice Age Farmer is another one. I don't think I'm subscribed to him. And then there's Asymmetrical Preparedness. I heard he's a great channel. I don't think I subscribed to him. Oh, yes, I did. I did subscribe to him, but I haven't watched any of his videos. Oh, maybe I watched one of his videos, but again, guys, these are channels that need to be heard because they're speaking the truth. They're not fear mongering. And listen, a lot of fear mongering motherfuckers out there. All right, fuck those people and their fucking bullshit and their fucking, hey man, follow me and I'll teach you how to survive, because if you don't follow me, you're gonna die. Right? I mean, like that bullshit. Oh, Bear Independent. Thank you, James. Bear Independent is in 2 weeks. The 28th of this month, I'm gonna have Bear Independent on. We spoke last week. I'm supposed to call him. I'm going to call him. Sorry, I'm going to call him this week, or what's left of this week, to see what else is. Just to shoot the shit. Mark, the storm here is okay. It doesn't look too bad. It looked like it slowed down a little bit, but it's not bad. It's whatever. It's snow, guys. Listen, I love snow, but these fucking pansies out here, they get like an inch or two of snow and they freak out and they're fucking screaming down the street, I need bread and milk, and then you go to the store and there's no bread, milk, and for whatever reason, all the potato chips are gone. These motherfuckers are always taking the potato chips. Anyway, doesn't matter. Oh, prepping outside the box. I'm still good for the 30th with you. So yes, I did not forget that. I am. Let's see. Yes, I'm still good for the 30th with you. By the way, all right. So I'll actually put that in my calendar for now. All right, guys. Listen. So other than that, there was a link I was supposed to show you, and I fucking forgot what the link was. But I'm not sure. Oh, the Pfizer guy not taking the vaccine. I gotta find that one for you. I thought I had it saved. But anyway, guys, anything that I say, I always tell you, research. Fuck it. Don't always take our word for it. We are, all the prepper channels that I mentioned, including myself, we are to guide you in the right direction, if you will. We put the information out there, and you're supposed to do the research. You're not supposed to be 100% relying on us. It doesn't work that way. We don't want people, especially my viewers, to be like the viewers of CNN and Fox News and MSNBC. We don't want that. Those fucking drones will listen to anything, right? If you told these assholes to fucking soak cracker in water and rub it on their dick so the COVID would go away, these assholes would do it. So we don't want you to be like that. We don't want you to be rubbing Ritz crackers on your nuts. Just saying, right? We want you to do the research yourself. If something doesn't sound right, do the research, right? That's all I'm here to tell you, is whatever I read in here, I pass it on, and I'm going to start putting links in the description section below. All right, guys. Other than that, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. And again, I like the shock value. That is pretty. That's pretty interesting. When people go, "What the hell? Why, Josh? My mic's not low. It might be low on your side." I know what you meant, but it's fine. Just put headphones in next time. It'll be all good. All right? Anyway, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate it.